Corey Holcomb fans are turning on him after yet another terrible podcast. They're getting sick and tired of his antics. But dramatic decline in views represents how sick and tired the fans are of this podcast and Corey Holcomb's antics. The podcast has nothing to offer anymore. It's just Corey Holcomb coming on and just lying, and people are getting sick and tired of the same show every week. Y'all remember when Corey Holcomb was bragging about how we're getting him rich and famous about 3 weeks ago when he was doing 390,000 views on his podcast, and then the following week he got like 160,000 views less, and then that trend is continuing as we can see right here, right? It's has dropped drastically each and every week, and now it's probably reached the lowest it's been for about 5 months now. Like, to put this into perspective, like when the other podcasts are done, it's usually between 180,000 to about 250, right? Because this is a live stream. The numbers don't really increase by that much after a live stream. But yeah, like 122 after almost a full day, it's really terrible and it's bad. And if you click on the episode, you begin to understand exactly why the numbers are going down. People are sick and tired of Corey Holcomb and his antics, bro. They're absolutely sick and tired of it. First off, this fat you-know-what was eating all on the mic the entire show. He was stress eating. He don't usually do this, but he was eating the entire show because he was nervous, right? He was nervous, right? And one person says, listen, man, all right, he really don't be talking about anything, nothing important. The show used to have substance. People used to tap into the show to hear them talk about topics and discuss something like important. Now Corey is just ranting and raving and lying the entire episode. One person says, peep how every few minutes he can't help but mention Anton, TMZ, Godfrey, bloggers, or Christina, no matter the subject, but he swears he's not bothered. Walking contradiction equals Corey. One person who's not a hater, this is an actual fan, they says, this show used to be really good. I would watch the whole thing. It's been almost 3 months since I've watched the whole show. Right? This thing is terrible. One person says, nobody is after Corey. His own actions have brought on all the problems that he currently has. That's a fact, right? But the reason why the numbers is going down, fans are turning on Corey Holcomb, you can scroll down the comment section. You will be pressed to find a positive comment. Corey Holcomb's entire fan base right now are people who are just watching to laugh at him, not laugh with, but to laugh at him. He has no genuine fans anymore. People have really seen his true character. And that's because Corey Holcomb is living in a world that only he lives in. He's delusional. Corey Holcomb started off the podcast, per usual, with more weird accusations, right? It used to go from, hey, man, these bloggers are trying to get paid off my name. Now Corey is alleging that TMZ and other mainstream outlets are directly paying bloggers like myself to make videos about him.
In the history of mankind, I say that because I, Corey Holcomb, have been under attack by mainstream media as they pay little buster-ass bloggers to come up with to say about me. I don't think this has ever happened in the history of podcasts. These little is getting paid. Next time you want to say something to them, ask them, did you get paid to say that? Because this ain't even in my demographic. Got my business in their ear, and it's all the same headlines. He's finished. Anyway.
Can you imagine discovering a podcast that you really liked and you really loved because they talked about topics and made jokes and they were talking about cultural issues, and then one day you tune in and the person that you used to love because he was this funny OG comedian who gave game, now he has this like tinfoil hat on and he's spewing these weird, crazy conspiracies about how these imaginary people are after him, but the world can't see it. Imagine how depressing that has to be, bruh. Corey Holcomb is getting more unhinged as the weeks go by. Corey Holcomb said with a straight face during this podcast that the powers that be came after him because they wanted to distract people from the Epstein files.
It's the hottest thing on the internet. Y'all took away, I took over the Epstein file. Shit, the Epstein
Until
files
they released
got shit on me.
Oh my God.
Which is what they wanted in the first place. I just didn't think they would use me. I will say I'm shocked. I'm like, they used me? But I'm saying, like,
At what point do Corey Holcomb loved ones feel like they got to step in and institutionalize this man? This man has lost his marbles, has absolutely lost his mind. This is like early signs of dementia from my perspective, right? This has to be. This man is almost 60 years old. He's losing his marbles. No normal human being would ever come to that conclusion that the powers that be, this global story, this story that's probably the biggest story in the last decade, the Epstein files, the global leaders and the matrix and the powers that be decided we are going to distract from the Epstein files by paying bloggers in the urban space to talk about Corey Holcomb, huh? You think that CNN, Fox News, Turning Point, Ben Shapiro, and these other you think these other political commentators and people who are doing like you think their voices are being overshadowed by the Corey Holcomb news? Bro, you're not even the top 100 biggest story on the internet. Do you understand you are nobody? Let's take a look at Google Trends to really see how absurd Corey Holcomb is. Now, I'm not even gonna like do all categories because, of course, Corey Holcomb is nowhere to be found here. Like, he's nowhere to be found here whatsoever. So I'm not even gonna do like all trends because, I could scroll. I could do 50 per page and scroll for 400 pages and you won't see Corey Holcomb pop up on this list at all. So I'm not even gonna do all categories. Let's do entertainment, okay? Let's see if Corey Holcomb is anywhere as one of the top stories in entertainment. Let's see. Bruh, Normani is trending more than Nick Cannon is trending more than Corey Holcomb. Nick Cannon is trending more than Corey Holcomb. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. Stop me when you see Corey Holcomb's name. So where do you get this? Where's Corey Holcomb at? Where's Corey Holcomb at? I don't see him. People, say it with me one time. You ain't nobody. Who do you think you are? This is probably narcissism, or people around you are just lying to you then, bro. Now, Craig Smith is a real one, right? I ain't got no issues with Craig Smith. Craig Smith, to me, is a good brother. He's, he has integrity, he has morals, he has principles. Craig Smith is good with me, man, which is why, I look at the show and I could tell, man, bro, like Craig ain't feeling this, man. Craig, like, but Craig, I understand, bro. You feel me? You kind of got to get in and fit in, bro, because Corey is emotional. You try to check Corey, man, Corey don't know what he going to do, right? This is sad, man. This is very, 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 very sad. But the Looney Tune conspiracies don't just stop at Epstein. Corey goes on. Now, he's too much of a coward, right, to just say TMZ outright because he understands you come lying on TMZ's name, all right, they coming for that ass. They coming for that podcast mic, bro. You going to have to podcast through the iPhone speakers messing with TMZ. So Corey Holcomb begins to say that, that he knows that TMZ, but not TMZ. He doesn't say like TMZ name. But TMZ and these mainstream media outlets are paying us directly. Like, they are paying us money per Corey Holcomb video, per stories we cover on Corey Holcomb, which obviously is absurd. But then Corey extends the absurdity by claiming that he's doing an audit and he's about to figure out exactly how much the mainstream outlet is paying us.
And the audience laugh at her jokes. Have you ever seen some more in concert? She's one of the best comedians out there. So I'm saying to y'all, you ain't finna stop people from her core audience crowd from going to see her. Just like with me, you would think with the they have been paid to do, like I say, ask them, did somebody pay you to put this up? Because you ain't even in his demographic. People pay people. This is the first time I've ever seen it. The big media network came out, said something about me. They said, oh, that ain't the way to go. We'll pay these bloggers to say stuff about Corey. You're not finna stop my core audience. You're gonna make the lames who don't know nothing about me.
I don't know if he's too dumb to realize this, but your core audience is turning against you. They're telling you, you are a hypocrite now. They're seeing character flaws in you. And they're also telling you, bro, we used to ignore certain character flaws of yours when the show was good, but now the show just sucks. And it sucks because of you. You are the only thing that has changed on this show, from us liking it to us not liking it. The other people are doing what they're doing. You're the one who are repeating topics and talking about things we don't care about anymore.
I don't understand why people are acting like, well, let me speak for myself. I ain't about to switch up shit. I'm not in the industry. You can't make me scared to speak from the heart. And if I ever say something that ain't right, I say, yo, I f that up. I f that up. Have I made jokes that I'm like, ha ha, ooh, I pushed the line on that one. Let me cool out. Yes, it's part of how a man like me from Robert Taylor housing projects is able to make a living out here in the game. I'm not with the industry where I have to watch what I say. And that might be my issue. You ain't got no filter. I mean, I want a filter. I want to be respected, and I feel like I am respected by people who go to comedy shows, because when you see me at a comedy show, you get it. I watch people who don't like me, and I could tell start laughing.
What happened to that one guy? What did he say?
That means a lot when you can win over people that ain't even got the best intentions by you. I win them over because I'm talented, and all this stuff where y'all are talking about people getting cancer, it's okay. It's okay. Somebody says stay struggling. Okay, if I'm struggling, I love this struggle.
As they chime in, as they're actually on the show, inside the chat. Okay.
I love my struggle. My struggle is real. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's not fair that a whole bunch of black bloggers can get paid to talk about a man they don't even know. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. If it done went that far, I can see if you follow my career and then you got something to say about me. See, motherfuckers don't even know me. They just got paid to say something. And when they say, that's why I said, snap, get a picture of who they are. And what we gonna do, we gonna have this audit of everybody and how they got paid to do it. Because this is an easy game, but I'm just saying.
Even Corey Holcomb no longer believes his bullshit. Corey Holcomb last week was talking about how he's going to come and take our YouTube income from us. Now he's saying that they're paying us outside of YouTube, like they're paying us direct checks to talk about him, and that he's going to audit. How are you going to audit? Let's just say in Corey Holcomb's delusional world that this was true. How exactly are you going to audit? Are you going to go to TMZ and say, we demand you show us what you pay bloggers? What? How are you going to audit anything? Bro, you don't have that power. Like, I don't know, like, if your lawyer is feeding you pipe dreams, bro. Like I don't know who's feeding you these lies, bro, that you're in control and you're in power. You're not in power, Corey, all right? We're going to talk about you because we can talk about you. It's fair use, right? It's free speech. You aren't the oligarch. You can't tell us what we can and can't talk about. All right, we're going to turn on our computers, turn on these cameras, and we're going to make videos about you, and we're going to make it relentlessly, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? The best thing for you, man, is just to stop mentioning me. I mean, like I was past this. I was moving on to other content this week, right? I was moving on to other content this week. But then you gonna mention me and disrespect immigrants on your show? At first, it was me just covering you, and it wasn't personal. I had no dog in this fight other than wanting you to apologize for those quote-unquote jokes you made. But now it's personal, Corey.
I got a pair of Levi's in layaway. I got a pair of Levi's in layaway. I ain't gonna get them for a couple of weeks, because I ain't got no gigs. I'm out here f***ed up. Let me tell you something. They gonna keep paying to come at me, but it don't stop. I'm really that who I said I am. It's 20 funny comics in America coming from the urban side of the game where I'm from. It ain't but 20. I'm one of them. I'm on my way to Nashville this week, goddammit. I'm finna tear it up. Tear it up, even if you mad at me. I'm still funny. So you make your little he's done. All that fat ass mutant, fat ass. What's that one? I can't think of his name. Nasty ass immigrant. They'll run with that. Run with that. Push up in a faggo. You don't get your cake ass out of here. Keep running up my script. I'll be back. Keep making them videos with my name and likeness on there. I love it.
Challenge accepted, Corey. I'll be doing a Corey Holcomb video probably more routinely than anything I've ever done. There would not be a week that Corey Holcomb drop a podcast that I won't make a video critiquing it. All right? You started this, man. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe that Corey Holcomb is being attacked by mainstream media, that people are paying bloggers to talk about Corey Holcomb? Or do you feel like Corey Holcomb got caught doing some nasty things and people are just sick of it, right? Corey Holcomb talks about how people are lying on him, but have yet to name the lie. Let me know, man, what y'all think about this, okay? And if you're enjoying this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, here to find out how the T.I., 50 Cent, and King Harris beef has gotten 100% worse since our last update. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. And if you enjoy my content, click the hype button below this video and send me a hype and help me push my videos in the algorithm. You get 3 hypes a week, so please send me a hype to this video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to see you guys in this 50 Cent and T.I. video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.